To get the lowdown on Paris, how about a trip down the Seine, past the Palais Bourbon, taking in the Louvre and the Musée d'Orsay, among the many other historic sites. The Île de la Cité, the island boasting Notre Dame Cathedral, and the Eiffel Tower.
My favorite were the architecture of all the different bridges.
The sheer size of Paris is impressive.
I find it a very emotional experience. There's so much history in these buildings. The best part was the bells of Notre Dame.
The masterpiece of Gothic architecture in the heart of Paris is the city's top attraction, beating even the Eiffel Tower. The cathedral draws over 13 million visitors a year.
It's a magnificent place, unmissable.
The most impressive thing is being here in the middle of all the noise of Paris and feeling this inner peace and inner silence.
Also on the Île de la Cité is the bird market. Locals and tourists alike flock here every Sunday. Even the stall owners revel in the riverside scene.
In this line of work, you have to stay calm, otherwise you disturb the birds.
And Paris just wouldn't be the same without the bouquinistes. Some of the vendors lining the banks of the Seine have been selling their antique books, postcards, and engravings here for decades. Books in general might be harder to sell these days, but this bouquiniste loves his job.
Because I'm all alone, and it's all up to me, and it doesn't feel like work.
Julia Polak likes the more colorful but less touristy areas in the north of the city. The German-French artist finds no shortage of ideas here, especially at the fish market.
The fish and all the colors give me inspiration for my work. All the different patterns the fish have. And I like the atmosphere here.
The fish motif, in reality and in the art of Julia Polak. She's a frequent visitor to Montmartre. The highest hill in the city is teeming with artists and tourists. Sacré-Cœur Church sits majestically overlooking the city below. By law, no more than 2 artists per square meter are allowed on the Place du Théâtre nearby.
The history of Montmartre includes Picasso and Salvador Dali. They worked at the Bateau Lavoir studio. It's not far from here. Ever since then, artists have been coming here to work and live.
Art fans also head to the Orangerie in the Tuileries Garden. The museum is famous for being the home of Claude Monet's water lilies. The paintings depict the Impressionist painter's own garden outside Paris. We then take in the Place de l'Étoile with the Arc de Triomphe and the Champs-Élysées before hitting the ultra-swish Avenue Montaigne. It's brimming with luxury fashion labels and tourists. For a classic taste of Paris, sample the macarons, available in all manner of colors and flavors. Brasseries are a relaxing option for winding down in the evening. The Grand Colbert is a typical example. Later in the evening, oysters and lobster are especially popular.
We like the atmosphere and the ambiance, and it's very nice here, and you get good food.
The nights are long in Paris. Just down the hill from Montmartre, you can't miss the Moulin Rouge. The legendary cabaret theater offers a flashy finale to any Paris sojourn.